a mysterious power symbol, long associated with Europe's most powerful empires and powers. But why it is reflected in the emblems of Mysore and Karnataka in India? Not only this, it even starts to appear in the carvings of Indian temples since early medieval era. What is this symbol? And what is the connection between it, an Indian state emblem, and the temples? The majestic guardians of the rich Indian culture, faith, and history. To understand this connection, we will have to travel not only through the ancient times, but also have to flip through the pages of medieval and modern history around the world and current trends. Join us as we start this intriguing journey and cover it in the following parts. You may jump to part 2 if you already know the background story. Let's start our journey by having a look into the currently widely circulating videos on our study topic, the double-headed beast. Meet Gandhabharun, a mysterious two-headed bird of immense power. Gandhabharun finds its origin in a cosmic crisis where it appeared to fight and subdue Sharab, Shiva's mighty lion bird form. Whereas Sharab itself had appeared to calm the raging Narsingh avatar of Vishnu, which was unable to control his rage after killing Hiranyakashipu, and the whole universe was at stake. But Gandhabharun is not part of Vishnu's Dashavatars. Also, did Narsingh avatar really go out of control? Because, according to the core, ancient and authoritative texts on Narsingha, like Bhagavad, Vayu, Brahman Puran, etc., Narsingh kills Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad prays with devotion, Narsimha calms down, Vishnu returns to his peaceful form, and Prahlad is blessed and made king. There is no battle with Shiva here. There is no Sharab and no Gandhabharun. This matches the consistent Sanatan perspective. Avatars are divine manifestations of the One Supreme. They do not lose control nor battle for supremacy. In Takshashila, located in modern-day Pakistan at Sirkap Stoop, we find the earliest depiction of this iconic double-headed bird around 1st century BCE and at majestic Sanchi Stoop. But they are said to be an outside and foreign influence of Scythian and Shak. Besides, there is mention of a Bharand or Bhirund Pakshi in the famous tales of the Panchtantra and in certain traditions of the Panchratra, which are a set of Vaishnav Agams. After that, notably, it was absent from Indian art or polity for nearly a millennium. It's in Balligavi at Karnataka. The Gandhabharun makes its first appearance in India in its most iconic and unique humanoid form in 1047 AD. But surprisingly, there are many glitches and twists when we unfold the meaning and mystery of this statue. First of all, though regarded the very first image of the mighty double-headed beast, it's actually a replica of the original one. As the original one fell down and smashed to pieces in 1930. And it was in 1937 only when the king of Mysore, Maharaja Jai Chama Rajendra Wadiyar reinstalled a replica statue in a nearby enclosure. And this is reflected in the ASI reports and architectural studies that confirm a significant material difference between the pillar and the statue. Where the pillar itself is a granite monolith, while the new humanoid statue is carved from chloritic schist or soapstone. Secondly, as we study the earliest archaeologists and historians who worked and studied this site, namely B. Lewis Rice, George M. Morris, and the inscriptions here, we are startled to realize that the image was called Berundeshwara, while Gandbherund actually stood for three things. 1. It was the name of the pillar hosting Berundeshwara, called Gandbherund Stambh, as it was a common practice to name the prominent pillars back then. Number 2. It was a biruda or an honorary title. In this case, it was bestowed upon the builder of the pillar, Gana Chamund Rairasa. Thirdly, and most surprisingly, it was a unit of measurement. Land grants were calculated using a rod derived from the Berund Stambha's height, effectively making it the region's official master ruler. This is recorded in few of the numerous inscriptions in the area and the research works of historians like Rice and Morris. But the real twist comes when we decode the meaning of the name. For the earliest mention of the word Bherunda is in Natya Shastra, dating back to around 200 BCE, where it refers to a specific hand mudra or gesture where the wrists of Kapitha hands are joined, symbolizing a pair of Bherundas, reflecting unity and duality within spiritual practices. This unfolds a totally new aspect to look at the iconic statue, which in most possibility was carved as an expression of the Bherund Mudra. And of course, this doesn't come as a surprise, because it's no secret that the ancient Indian sculptors were meticulous masters at sculpting 3D sculptures, freezing movement, philosophy, and metaphysics into stone. However, the interpretation is incomplete without understanding the prefix Gandha, which stands for a knot or unity, and brave hero or warrior in Sanskrit and Kannada. Therefore, most likely, together, Gandha Bherunda literally means the hero of duality, a powerful and unbreakable form expressed through the Bherund Mudra. Here, the statue is not performing the mudra. It is the mudra. And this interpretation finds support in a powerful contemporary voice of Allama Prabhu, the great mystic who was born and lived in the concerned place itself. As in one of his poetic riddles called Bedgu, he says, "Two heads but one heart, moving in groups yet standing still. He who knows the bird that does not fly knows the secret of the self." Thus, what we call Gandbherund today most likely was not originally a bird, a god, or a royal emblem. Its transformation into these forms was only beginning. After Balligavi, we start to see their motifs in South India here and there. However, they are rare, less intricate, not prominent, and never centrally placed. Like the celebrated depictions of Narsingh Avatar, the mysterious, ultra-powerful bird is not only seen in the carvings of the temples, it serves as the state emblem of Karnataka today. So, if not mentioned in ancient India, where did the Sharab and Gandhbhirund come from? And how did it evolve and become part of Indian temples and state emblems? And from where did the dramatic clash narrative come from? For answers, let's travel to early medieval South India. Because early medieval era was the time when Shaivism and Vaishnavism were emerging as powerful devotional, yet sectarian movements. There was intense rivalry between the two sects regarding whose Aradhya god is supreme. Since Narsingh was Vishnu's mighty lion form, Shaivites likely linked Shiva with Sharab, a legendary creature believed to be stronger than lions, to show Shiva's supremacy. The legend of Sharab finds mention in some ancient non-Puranic texts including Mahabharata, where it was described as a powerful lion-slaying and intimidating beast, capable of crossing valleys in one leap. And the Gandhbhirund story, Vishnu's ultimate final form, most likely represents the Vaishnavites' response. But why a two-headed bird as the supreme powerful being? To truly understand why its carvings begin to emerge in Indian temples during the early medieval era, we must cast our gaze far beyond the Indian subcontinent itself, to the ancient symbols of power used by empires and royalty in the West. Meet the quintessential symbol of two-headed eagle, used as the symbol of might, power and balance by various Western empires across time. This remarkable symbol first appears as early as the 3rd millennium BCE in the Near East, in Mesopotamia. From there, the symbol traveled west, through the Hittites to the Byzantine Empire, the successor of Rome, which adopted the double-headed eagle to signify its dual dominion over East and West, and the unity of state and church. From Byzantium, it became the emblem of supreme authority. Later used by the Holy Roman Empire, the Russian Tsars, Austria-Hungary and other European powers, symbolizing power and balance across the continent. By the time Gandhbhirund sculptures appeared in India, multiple vectors for this symbol already existed. For example, the Islamic foothold in India, as this symbol had long been used in the Anatolian plateau, interactions with Europeans through trade and wars, royal diplomacies and cultural exchanges. Through all these channels, India would have encountered this powerful symbol from the West. It was in 1530 AD that under Achyut Dev Raya of the falling Vijayanagar Empire, the symbol first became a royal insignia, appearing on gold Varha coins, clutching 4 elephants, possibly a visual warning to the rival Deccan sultanates. However, the real consolidation of this symbol, as we see and recognize it today in emblems, and its first clearly recorded literary association with God Vishnu in Nukantirva Abhyuday, took shape during the period of the Vodayas. While we have explored many facets of this mighty double-headed bird, it is important to note its position at the absolute top of the mythological food chain. This imagery most likely evolved from the ultra-mighty Singh Pakshi, mentioned in the Valmiki Ramayana. Astonishingly, these giant birds were not unique to India, they are mentioned in various parts of the world. From the majestic thunderbird of the Americas to the legendary roc of the Middle Eastern tales, the stories are consistent. Far from being simple folklore, these birds were actually recorded as historical entities by legendary explorers like Ibn Battuta and Marco Polo, who brought stories of their immense power to the rest of the world. With such a global legacy of dominance, it is no wonder we find a bird at the absolute top of the supreme hierarchy of power. All of these influences likely blended together, giving rise to the mighty Gandhabhirund. So, after this roller coaster journey, through the meaning and evolution of this mighty symbol, what are your thoughts on this? Was it truly an avatar of Vishnu, or a later misinterpretation shaped by overlooked historical facts and prevalent contemporary circumstances? Was it purely Indian in origin, or a blend shaped by foreign and cultural interactions over time? Do share your thoughts in the comments with us, and if there's anything we've missed or if you'd like to add to the discussion, we would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Humble thanks for watching.